That Enoch wrote that the Saviour would be the light of nations links the pyramid with the Egyptian name for the monument. The Great Pyramid was called Har-kuti, or Lord of Lights, or Lord of the Glorified Elect. The sign for Har-kuti was the heptagram, the seven-pointed star. Intriguingly, the seven-point geometry is the only way to obtain the elusive 52-degree angle, and the structure at Giza was slanted at precisely 51 degrees, 51 to 52 minutes, or 52 degrees. Even the interior passage angles inside the structure are sloped at 52 degrees. The heptagram is mysterious because, unlike other geometrical forms like the squares and triangles, no two geometrical forms can combine to make it. Further, Har-kuti was related to the Egyptian concept of eternal word. Of course, this is another connection to the chief cornerstone, the Word made flesh. The calendrics for this year of 2815 BC, 1080 already examined, demonstrates further unique characteristics for this time. The Great Pyramid was finished 576 years before the Deluge, or 144 times 4, the sum of 144 being a golden proportion number. This year was also 288 of Vedic chronology, being 144 plus 144 from 3103 BC, which marked the start of the Black Age, with emergence of an Anunnaki matriarch's rule. This corresponds calendrically with the fact that 2815 BC was the 24th year of the Anunnaki dynasty over the Sethites, called the Oppression. This 24 years was 288 months, paralleling the 288 years since 3103 BC. 1. Fingerprints of the Gods. 2. Stolen Legacy. 3. Stonehenge and the Great Pyramid. 4. Isaiah. 5. Today, Tomorrow and the Great Beyond. 6. Egypt, Child of Atlantis. 7. Fingerprints of the Gods. 8. Isaiah. 9. The Book of Adam and Eve. 2. 10. Tales of the Prophets. 11. Enoch. 13. Gerald Massey Lectures. 2791 BC, 11:04 AM. Planet Phoenix passed through the inner system, completing a 138-year orbit on its way back out to the Kuiper belt. Though we have no records of Phoenix being sighted, the calendrics indicate that Phoenix was indeed seen, and perhaps there may have been a transit, darkening the sun. This year completes the second 552-year Phoenix cycle since man's banishment in 3895 BC, being precisely 552 years before the Deluge. Interestingly, this year was 66.6% the way through the Phoenix timeline, starting with man's banishment to the flood in 2239 BC, and likewise 66.6% of the Anunnaki chronology remains until they are destroyed in 2106 AD, the 6000th year of man's banishment. This year is 2448 of the Anunnaki chronology, 2448 being the number for disaster, c. 1447 BC, and 2791 BC is also 4896 years before Armageddon, or 2448 plus 2448 years. This Phoenix passing was exactly 360 years after Enoch had been made emperor in 3151 BC. Noah was 48 years old. 2778 BC, 11:17 AM. This is the start date for the Egyptian short chronology, remarkably only 37 years from the completion of the Great Pyramid. 1. Civilization or barbarism. 2755 BC, 11:40 AM. Enosh died, the son of Seth, at age 905, once a mighty king. When he ruled over the Sethites in 3439 BC, the Anunnaki descended to Earth. Incidentally, this year of his death was 2484 Anunnaki chronology, or 6 cursed Earth periods of 414 years each, equaling 18 orbits of Phoenix. 2750 BC, 11:45 AM. Approximate date for completion of the Great Pyramid according to modern Egyptologists. This date is 65 years off. 1. The Secret in the Bible. 2729 BC, 1166 AM. The second king of the Anunnaki Nephilim dynasty takes the throne, named Enmenluana. His seat situated at the city of metalworkers called Bar-Tibira. His Sumerian title, En-men-lu-an-na, signifies that he was a priest and son of heaven. His own reign would last 43,000 shahs, evenings and mornings, or 120 years. Noah was 110 years old, his future wife Namah being 192 years old. This year is 70 by 7 to the Great Flood. 2713 BC, 1182 AM. The first Baktun of 144,000 days of the Mayan long count calendar, complete from 3113 BC, factored on the ancient year known to the Maya, the 360-day year. The Mayan system is also based off multiples of 52, and interestingly, this year is 520 years from 3233 BC, when Enoch began prophesying against the Anunnaki. This is also the 408th year of the Mayan Temple of the Cross calendar that started in 3121 BC, 408 years being 2448 plus 2448 months. Noah is 126 years old. Namah is 208 years old, 52 times 4.